How y'all doing today? Sharice Johnson Moore here, your hope builder, lifting you out of your sorrow by guiding you to see the Christ within through scripture and practical applications. And it is time for Author's Excerpt Sunday. I greatly appreciate everyone coming in, and really sitting and getting to have this moment with me together. Hello, everyone, and how are you doing today? It's time for Author's Corners. All right, I know it has been a while since I've done this segment, but I wanted to give you a few authors to check out. I want to give you a few authors to check out. So, and it's been, we all like reading, whether it's a Kindle, whether it's listen to the audio book, hardback cover, or paperback. And reading is fundamental, okay? Fundamental, okay? It's, for the mind. It's to keep your cognitive skills working. So I wanted to just come in and give you a few authors to check out. Yes, check them out, child. You know any authors that need exposure, please send them to me. Okay, because I would love to interview the authors. I love interviewing other authors because it gives us insight into how their minds work, what their minds contain. Because we got so many thoughts in our brain, and how many ways can we write a story. And it is very important that we get into that, um, like what's going on in your head. How do you come up with these storylines and the plots and the concept for the book, and how do you even come up with a book cover design? So send them my way. You can send email if you are author, or you are you're thinking about writing a book, and or you are an experienced author that has several books under your belt. You can come my way. My name is Sharice Johnson Moore, and I can be reached at I am Sharice at ShariceNJohnsonMoore.com, and I will be gladly to have you on my show. Okay, so let's get started with our authors for today. All right, our authors for today. And we have this young lady. Her name is Rashawn. Her name is Rashawn. Her name is Rashawn E Forest. And Miss Forest has Miss Forest is written a book entitled Life in the Daylight. And her stories about the plot of this book is: we all live through challenges, and no one would know about them just by looking at us if we didn't tell them. In this book, you will read the story of a young woman, Rashawn E Forest, who was born with a challenge that wasn't made known until she saw her first light in life. A challenge her parents knew nothing about. It would be 12 years into her life that she would accept that challenge that the challenge was there, not going anywhere, and she couldn't change it. So she saw it necessary to live life in the daylight despite the challenge. How did she get to that point? of acceptance and seeing it as a good thing? And how can you? The answers are in the pages of this book. This book is available on Amazon in paperback and on Kindle. So get your copy today. And our next author is Brandon Greenwood. Brandon Greenwood. He has written a book of The Last Roman, Exile. This is a three-part book series. Three-part book series. And it's very important that we we have this as we get to read it, we get to understand it, we get to have it in our in our plethora of library books that we keep. And it says, some debts you cannot repay, even if you live forever. Seasoned imperial officer Marcus Sempronius Gracious leads the Ninth Roman Legion into a bloody battle against a fierce barbarian tribe. It's a battle he won't survive. When he awakens 3 days later, clawing his way from a shallow grave, Marcus must face the reality of his new existence. He will never see the afterlife, but that won't stop him from dying time and time again over the next 2,000 years. Oh my goodness, this is interesting. But Marcus is not the only one cursed with eternal life, and they are determined to bring the world crashing to its knees. Forced to confront the only brother he has ever known, can Marcus prevent the inevitable and find redemption? Available on Amazon in form of it's on Amazon, Kindle, audiobook, and paperback. Oh my goodness, that sounds so interesting. Y'all need to go get these books, okay? Next author we have is Shelly Palmer. Shelly Palmer. Yes, we have Shelly Palmer. And Shelly Palmer, her book is entitled The Poetry Diaries. It is a two-part series book. Okay. Shelly Palmer shares her thoughts on coming to terms on living with disabilities, the challenges that come with it, and how it continues to affect her life as an adult. All coming across in testimonial, poetry, and photography. She she has a very creative side as an author and poet. uh, that doesn't bound her strong independence, and through having to depend on others, which isn't her as a person. Her heart is for others, those who can lean on in times of difficulty. Though she does for them, has most troubling taking the time for herself, which is mentioned in her first self-published The Poetry Diaries. Her journey of self-expression on life lessons and experiences ring true throughout the 32-page book. On the spiritual side, Palmer expresses the meaning of faith when times are the most difficult to bear. She finds a way to push through the hardship and struggles that plague her. The raw, bare boned, non fictional story is for the masses, those who can't or don't know how to come to terms on their life's journey. There's a true meaning of life for everyone. Palmer resonates to all ages. She's she'll test it too. I want people to know they're they're not alone. Even though I myself have not have those feelings of loneliness, I believe we're all meant to be a voice for someone who may not know how to voice themselves. That possibly that possibly my story and journey just may be what someone needs. Available on Amazon, paperback, and on the author's website, www.theofficialshellypalmer.com website. Our next author is Eva Ost- Osterwin, and it's called The Celestial Kin. It is a series book. So this is the first book of a series. Okay. When shy Cassandra Stone meets gorgeous Alexander Grayson, he captivates her heart. He is handsome, charming, sweet, and mysterious, and completely out of her league. But strange events pull Cassie and her puppy Aster deep into the magical life of Alex and his family. As Cassie and Alex fall in love, Cassie learns she and Aster are vital to the Graysons' world, and she must fit her life around her new role as Starkin. But extraordinary lives come at a price. Then the Graysons' cruel enemies threaten to claim Cassie and Aster. Alex and his family must protect them. But facing the threat may destroy Cassie and Alex's blossoming romance. Sacrifice is key when defending the first human Starkin. With their love to be will love be enough to keep the star-crossed pair together? Can Cassie learn how to protect Aster and help her new friends when she is only a fragile human? And who can say Cassie turn can and who can Cassie turn to when her secret life as a kin star is falling apart? It is available on it is available on Amazon, Barnes and Nobles, and the author's website, www.evasterwin.com website, www.evasterwyn dot website.com. Okay. Our next author is Cynthia Williams. Yes, Cynthia Williams. It is her book is entitled Forbidden Promises, and it comes in her Jackson Fall series. And this is the first book from the Jackson Fall series, and goes a little something like this. What do you do when you want the other person? When you want the one person you can never have? It says, what do you do when you want the one person you can never have? Get in, get out. That was India Robadov's plan for her family visit. But when her brother needs her help with his high profile political campaign, India has no choice but to stay and face the one man she's been running from for years, Travis, her sister's ex-husband. Ooh. One hot summer night when Travis was still free, they celebrated her birthday with whiskey and an unforgivable kiss. The memory is as strong as ever, and so are the feelings she's trying to hide forever. Travis Strickland owns everything in the Robodots family. There's nothing he wouldn't do for them. His divorce could never change that. Still, he has one regret. Impulsive and passionate, India always understood him better than anyone else. And the longer they work together on the campaign, the more torn he is. Coming and between her and her sister is out of the question. But how can he let love pass him by a second time? Okay, we have author Cynthia Williams, and her title of her book series is the Jackson Fall series. And the first book in the series is entitled Forbidden Promises. It is available on Kindle audiobook, paperback, and audio CD, and on the author's website, www.cynthiawilliams.com. Our next author for our author's corners is Caroline Ribisi. Caroline Ribisi. Okay, and her book is entitled A Mother's Deceit. Okay, A Mother's Deceit. 1841, Mary Cooper dreams of escaping her mundane life in a small Norfolk farming community until a mysterious stranger takes over the village inn. John Carson will change her life forever. His rugged good looks cause a stir in the sleepy village, causes a stir in the sleepy village, and is love at first sight for the beautiful young couple. Their future appears to be perfect. It will not be. To her distress, Mary finds that there are three people in the marriage. Jack, a local farmer, and his eye has his eye on Mary before John arrived on the scene, but failed to make his move. He is determined to come between the happy couple. How far will Jack go to win the woman he lusts after? Book is available. A Mother's Deceit is available on Amazon, Kindle Unlimited, and paperback. Our next author for Author's Corners is Ryan Lawrence. Ryan Lawrence. Hi. Oh my goodness. This book is good. Just a little like you. Some books they catch your eye just by reading the book description, and it made me want to buy. Okay. Ryan Lawrence's book is entitled Vindictive. Vindictive. The best revenge is revenge. Getting it is all that matters. Jules Cartel has it all. Wealth, beauty, and handsome, loving husband, a partnership in her father's father's law business, law firm. And the two executive positions at one of Canada's leading corporations, Cartel Worldwide. Aside from her secret, problematic desire for the married owner of the international renowned Chateaubriand, Jules believes she and her life are pretty perfect. But the discovery of an unforgivable crime perpetrated against her family by her husband Philip years before the two met sets Jules down the path of revenge. There is no option for forgiveness. Philip has to pay an eye for an eye. It is said that when seeking revenge, you should dig two graves. Excuse me. Someone from Jules' past, someone aggravated by her actions, seeks revenge for themselves as well. This is an enemy without compassion, without morality, without mercy, an enemy who will accept no restitution short of Jules' death. In the city of Fairpoint, Oregon, secrets, lies, and betrayal can be found everywhere. As adversaries close in, will Jules get revenge before her past catches up with her? Unexpected allies may be instrumental to her success. They may also be the key to her very survival. Vindictive is available on Amazon, Kindle, paperback, and hardback. So I want you to get your books today. I want to send a shout out to all these authors that are doing a good job, that are doing a marvelous job, that are doing their thing. Okay, they're doing their thing as authors. If you know an author, that would love to have their books showcased on this show, please send them to me, okay? Sharice Johnson Moore. And you need to check out my website too, www.ShariceJohnsonMoore, ShariceNJohnsonMoore.com, and put in your request to appear on the show. Or you can write me directly at I am Sharice at ShariceNJohnsonMoore.com, and I will be glad to hear from you. So again, we have these authors that are here, and they're doing their thing, and they're doing a marvelous job, and they have done so many marvelous things in their careers. And I want to say thank you to all the authors that do their thing out there. I congratulate you, and I'm so proud of you, and I'm so happy for you. And I want to thank you again for watching another episode of Authors Excerpt Sunday. Thank you, everyone, and you have a blessed day. All right, babies. All right, now. I will talk to y'all next week.